I didn't mean to tweet this. I'm not fat, y'all. I'm pregnant.
Y'all won't believe what's been happening with our queen, Nicki Minaj. Have you noticed her suspicious absence from social media lately? I mean, we all know how much Nicki absolutely loves connecting with her barbs, right? Well, honey, let me spill this piping hot tea. It turns out there's a very interesting reason behind her social media silence, and it all leads back to her husband, Kenneth Petty. According to some absolutely shocking insider reports, our girl Nicki is expecting baby number 2. And get this, she's reportedly already 6 weeks along. I'm literally shaking with excitement as I tell you this story. Now, darling, if you're not familiar with Nicki and Kenneth's love story, grab your favorite drink because this tea is about to get even hotter. Let me take you back to where it all began. Picture this: high school sweethearts, young love blooming in the hallways, but then life happened and they lost touch after graduation. But destiny, oh destiny, had other plans. In 2018, can you believe it's been that long? Their paths crossed again, and let me tell you, that spark, it was still there, burning brighter than ever. The chemistry was undeniable, and before we knew it, they were rekindling their teenage romance. But hold on to your seats, because this love story came with more drama than a soap opera. The internet practically exploded when people found out about Kenneth's past. I mean, the man is a registered level 2 offender in New York, and he spent time behind bars for attempted rape and manslaughter. The Barbs were absolutely beside themselves. Everyone who loved Nicki was just devastated. But our girl? Oh, honey, Nicki wasn't having any of that criticism. She stood her ground like the queen she is. I'll never forget that episode of Queen Radio when she clapped back at the haters. Her words still give me chills. When a person is with a man that loved them before they had a dime in their pocket, how do you not understand that? How do you not understand happiness versus clout? The passion in her voice, darling. It was everything. Then came that magical Instagram post that had us all screaming, "Ona Tanya Mirage Petty 102119." Just like that, they were Mr. and Mrs. Petty. And as if that wasn't enough to make us emotional, they blessed us with the news of their beautiful baby boy shortly after. Let me tell you about the most heartwarming moment when Nicki shared those congratulatory notes from the biggest names in the industry. Beyonce, Kim, Ricardo, Tishy, Winnie, Carol, they all showed their love. Nicki's Instagram post about her son still makes me tear up. "I am so grateful and in love with my son, madly in love. My favorite little boy in the whole wide world." Isn't that just precious? But darling, you know how it goes in the entertainment world. There's always drama lurking around the corner. Poor Nicki had to deal with trolls coming for her son's looks, the audacity, and don't even get me started on the whole Cardi B situation. It was like watching a tennis match of shade throwing. Cardi went after Nicki about Kenneth being a offender, while Nicki hit back about Offset's wandering eye. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife, and then, oh my word, things got even messier when their husbands got involved. The drama reached fever pitch when Kenneth and his friend actually showed up at Offset's hotel. Can you imagine? They were literally sending DMS challenging Offset to come down and fight like a man. Social media absolutely lost it, and poor Kenneth got dragged through the mud for trying to throw down with Offset.
Offset, where you at? That's it. Gotta spend that shit. Them niggas out. There go Kanye, nigga. Know it's shop, man. Know it's shop, yeah.
But wait, there's more tea to spill. Remember that whole Netherlands fiasco? Word on the street is that Kenneth was the one who brought into the country. The story goes that when Nicki got wind that the police were onto them, she told Kenneth to make a run for it before they could search their bags. Talk about a close call. Since that whole mess, Kenneth's been keeping a low profile. Smart move, if you ask me. But just when things were getting quiet, bam! The internet exploded with news about baby number 2. According to Media Takeout, and honey, they've been known to get the tea right, our girl and Kenneth have been trying for another bundle of joy for quite some time now. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. They've been keeping everything hush-hush because of some difficulties with their previous pregnancy. A close friend of Nicki's, and don't we all wish we knew who this friend was, spilled that both mama and baby are doing fantastic, and Kenneth? He's apparently being the most attentive husband ever. But here's what's got everyone talking. Nicki's complete radio silence on social media. No Instagram, no Twitter Spaces, not even a peep on Clubhouse. It's so unlike our queen, especially when you remember how she practically documented every moment of her first pregnancy. That baby bump was everywhere and we lived for it. Well, darling, hold on to your wigs because this is where the plot thickens. According to these insider sources, and trust me, they're reliable, Kenneth is the reason behind Nicki's social media blackout. Can you believe it? He literally asked her, some say forced her, to stay away from social media for personal reasons. Now get this, even though Nicki was apparently dying to share her joy with her barbs, you know how much she loves her fans, she chose to respect Kenneth's wishes. The source couldn't say exactly why Kenneth made this decision, but they think it has something to do with their previous struggles trying to conceive. Apparently, they've had several failed attempts at having another baby, including, and this just breaks my heart, an alleged miscarriage shortly after conceiving. So their plan is to keep everything under wraps until that baby bump is impossible to hide. I mean, can we blame them? But oh my goodness, when this news hit the internet, it was like a bomb went off. The reactions were everything. Let me share some of the most touching comments I've seen. One fan wrote, "I can believe it because Nicki is very family oriented, especially now, and she's always talked about how she'd want her babies to grow up together. Isn't that just the sweetest?" Another supporter said, "Nicki is a mom's mom. I think she loves being a mother, and I definitely think if this is true, this is what she wanted." And this one really got me emotional. I'm not so thrilled on who she's married to, but aside from that, I'm happy that she's building her family, especially with her age. It's a really encouraging thing to me since I myself will be an older mom. I'm 37 and hope to be building my family soon. The way Nicki inspires people, I just can't. But here's the million-dollar question that's got everyone divided. Was Kenneth right to make Nicki keep this joy to herself? I mean, considering their previous heartbreaks, you can kind of see where he's coming from, right? But then again, Nicki's the one carrying the precious cargo. Shouldn't she get to decide how and when to share her happiness with the world? And let's be real, was Kenneth being protective or was this giving major controlling vibes? The debate is heating up and everyone's got an opinion. Some fans are defending Kenneth, saying he's just being cautious after their previous struggles. Others are saying Nicki should be able to celebrate her joy however she wants. After all, it's her body and her journey. Either way, one thing's for certain, the Barbs are standing 10 toes down for their queen, ready to support whatever decision she makes. And isn't that what really matters in the end? Because whether she's shouting it from the rooftops or keeping it close to her heart, we're all just here hoping for a healthy, happy addition to the Petty family. Oh, and before I let you go, make sure to stick around for our next video, because trust me, this story is far from over. The tea just keeps getting hotter, and you know I'll be here to spill every last drop.